You see people like Bobi Wine and his foreign backers, the Europeans who back them, they are not very clever. Their plans are very evil, planning very bad things, riots, killing people, doing what. So some of these candidates who withdrew say, we joined you, we thought it was politics, we didn't know you were criminals, so they pulled out. That's one of the reasons.
The promise of independence has been hijacked by a small group which rules us through fear, through corruption.
All right, webale kubanga otyaye kumidde ku mukutu gwaffe ogwa Deus media.ug. kakati byebyo ebigambo by'omukulu President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Ngenda kubanga kutusaako n'ebigambo bya His Excellency Kyagulanyi Sentamu, nabyo ngenda kubanga mbikuweereza, naye nga bw'oba olaba mu speech za President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni akomentinze n'agamba nti foreign backup ne abawagizi ba NUP mbu for them they use riots instead of politics. Kati nabyo tugenda kubanga nkuwa, ngenda ku maaso awo ngenda kuweera ddala ebigambo bya Honorable Kyagulanyi Sentamu gwe mumanyi nga His Excellency Bobi Wine. Ngenda kubanga mbikuwa mu wujjuvu, ate nga ngenda kubanga nkuweereza video eya President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni nga commentinga ebyo byabeerawo eyo mu district y'e Butambala. Gwe kyokola subscribinga, liking eno video, ate jimpeere like etambulire ku speed eya waggulu ennyo nnyo nnyo nnyo. Naye kye mulina okumanya nti lino eggwanga lyaffe, to the extent that even if we die, this country will remain. Bw'oba oli awo ne bw'ofa, lino eggwanga ligenda kubeerawo. So it's good to fight for this country. Ate kusinga nnyo njagala onwanirira eddembe. Eddembe, first of all, starts with having money. Bw'oba olinamu ssente obeera n'eddembe. So bwe baba bakunyigiriza mu business like charging you a lot of taxes, oba toyina ddembe. Ngenda kubanga nkuweereza ddala ebigambo bino, ate nga njagala obiwulize bulungi, onkomentingire byoyizeemu, ate nga tusobole okutegeera kiki ekigenda mu maaso mu ggwanga. Bino ebigambo bya Honorable Sentamu Kyagulanyi nabyo ngenda kubanga mbikuwa kati katubiwulire ate tovaawo.
The promise of independence has been hijacked by a small group which rules us through fear, through corruption, and through the abuse of state power. Land is stolen, elections are manipulated, youth are brutalized, women are raped, and even men are raped as a way of humiliating them. Citizens are treated like slaves on their own land. Let us be clear, brothers and sisters. This is not stability, this is occupation by greed. And so, as we begin this year 2026, we say this without apology, that Uganda will not surrender, the Ugandans are not going to surrender their country. We are often asked what our weapons are. What do we have as weapons to fight back against oppression and dictatorship? Our answer is always clear and bold. Our only weapons are the Ugandan flag passed to us by our founding fathers and mothers, and of course the ballot. For the flag, it is not theirs, it is ours. The country, it is not theirs, it is ours. The future, it is not theirs, it is ours. The ballot, that one is sacred. It is the most powerful instrument ever placed in the hands of ordinary people. And the ordinary citizens of Uganda must use it and use it to the fullest. And that is why the ballot is feared. That is why it is stolen. That is why we must guard it jealously, peacefully, lawfully, but most importantly, collectively. Not with violence, not with hatred, but with courage, with vigilance, and with unity. This generation must understand its duty, because if we don't understand it, brothers and sisters, we must remember that history does not and will not forgive silence. Neutrality in the face of oppression is a choice, and a very wrong choice at that. Therefore, we must not make that choice. We must stand and be counted.
Fellow Ugandans, ladies and gentlemen, comrades in the struggle, I am deeply humbled and profoundly honored to accept your nomination to be the next president of the Republic of Uganda for the year 2026 to 2031, not 1926 to 1931. I thank you very much for the trust that you've continued to place in me ever since I offered myself for the first time for the presidential office in 2021. Today, my heart is filled with a deep sense of responsibility to deliver to that trust that you've put in me. Together, we have been everywhere preaching the message of a new Uganda. And today, with this nomination, we start on the final phase of our mission to freedom and true independence. Since our nation was born in 1962, every change of leadership has been written in blood, the blood and sacrifice of the common people of Uganda, the citizens of Uganda, and yet the leaders who always promised liberation have always delivered oppression. For 40 long years, one man and a small group of his relatives and friends have ruled our country on gunpoint. They have looted our nation and turned every institution of government into a tool of oppression. They have reduced the citizens of Uganda into slaves on their own land. They have reduced all of us into beggars, and they've turned our poverty into a tool of control. And yet, our country is not poor. Our country is rich. Our country cannot fall down. Our country will stand firm. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is fertile. Our people are hardworking and enterprising. We are rich in creativity. We are resourceful. We are energetic. We are young, and we are promising. Our country is one of the richest countries on the planet in terms of natural resources. So, my brothers and sisters, our problem is not lack of wealth. Our problem is lack of leadership. Leadership that serves the people instead of terrorizing them and exploiting them. Leadership that seeks to uplift the citizens instead of enslaving them. Sisters and brothers, this is not the first time that we stand before you with a dream of a new Uganda. We first made our attempt 5 years ago in 2021. Hundreds of our brothers and sisters were tortured. Many of them were arrested, and they're still in prison as we speak right now. Many were killed, and many are missing to the present day. And yet, we refuse to give up. I know that many of you are now asking, why then do we go to the polls? Why do we risk the tear gas, the bullets, the prisons, the torture chambers, the death, and all the mess that is awaiting us? My answer to you is this. We risk it all because the alternative is giving up, and that is 10 times worse. If we give up now, we shall have no moral authority to complain about what happens next. If we surrender now, that means that the fighting spirit of Rita Nabukenya, of Frank Senteza, of Yasin Kauma, and many others has been defeated. It means that they died in vain. It means betrayal. Betrayal of the comrades who have spent years in prison